Hey YouTube, Texas Blades here. Today's going to be another video in the under $10 budget blade series. This one here, I picked up 10 of them. I believe it was 10, right around 10, for $1.99 a piece on these knives. I've still seen them for, you could buy them 2 for $8 on eBay. I've seen them for $3.99. I've seen them for $4.99, so they're all over the place. But any place I've ever seen them, they were under $10, and usually if you were paying closer to $10, you were getting 2 or 3 knives with it. It's the Wahoo killer. Now, I bought this from Bud K. I don't know where else they sell it. I do know they sell it on eBay. Like I said, the only bad thing about it is the sheath. And it's not the fit, because you can see this thing's 10 times better than a Mora when it comes to the sheath. I can tell you that. It's nice and stuck in there, whereas this all-around robust knife, even with the rubberized handle, falls out quite easy, and the 511 comes out with just a little jerk. So this thing's nice when it about holding the knife in. However, you can see the sheath breaks, and this is the second one that's broke on me on the belt loop here, and it's just a little clip that you clip over your belt loop. A lot of people use these as cut bait knives, fishing knives, stuff like that. It is a solid stainless steel blade. It had a kind of a Scandi grind on it with a miniature grind, so it's really not a Scandinavian grind. I did try to fix that, and I can tell you it doesn't get sharp enough. So what I did is I went ahead and put the secondary edge back on it. I actually need to go over it again, but this knife has been held up, or been put through the ringer, man. It's been used quite a bit. You can see there it has the little Wahoo killer on it. And it has some numbers down here that start with BK144, so I'm thinking that's Bud K. I think they were made as a Mora knockoff for Bud K, kind of like the Ridge Runner's doing one now for $4.99. We're going to pick one of those up and throw some tests at it. But I have video on this knife. I've done a full review on it. We have done comparison videos with this knife, comparing it to the Mora 511. We need to put a good edge back on it and compare it with the Mora All Around or the Mora Robust. I forget what the actual model name on that is. It's Mora something. It's about the $10 to $14 version. I picked mine up for less than 10. It's the one we did last time on Budget Blades, I believe. So again, stainless steel, not sure what kind. Couldn't find anything out on it, but I can tell you that people that buy this knife, they don't think it's the greatest knife in the world or anything, but they think it's well worth the money they spent, and most of them paid $7, $8 for it. You know, so if you can pick this up for under $5, it's well worth it. It does hold an edge pretty. I'm not going to say the best, but it does hold an edge well enough that you shouldn't have to sharpen it out in the field too often, unless you're doing a whole lot of woodwork with it or something. I wouldn't worry about sharpening it. Like I said, I use it as a utility knife. I bought a bunch of them. I threw one in my toolbox. I threw one in my truck. I threw one in my fishing kit. I threw one in each of my kids' fishing kits. So we just use them as a utility knife. But it's still a damn good blade. It's not bad for the price. And, you know, for under $5, you could probably pick 2 of these up for the $10 mark. Pick 2 of them up and just have a backup, you know. If nothing else, you'll have 2 sheaths. Because like I said, I have had 2 of these sheaths break so far. And that's why I wanted to show this one, because this is the weak point on this blade. I've even done a little bit of, you know, batoning with it. You know, some smaller stuff about like that. I think I did it on video. I think we put that on the review. Maybe not. It might be under the testing video or something. I'm not sure. But I actually physically tried to break the knife. You know, I was just, you know, tapping on it as hard as I would a Mora. Say I had a Mora carbon black. I was hitting on it as hard as I would hit that knife, trying to baton some small stuff, and it didn't break. So I was quite impressed with it, and quite impressed with how sharp you can get this thing. But you're going to have to put that secondary edge on it. You're not going to be able to get it with a Scandi grind. I did a lot of work on this knife, getting it down to just a Scandi grind, and I could never get it as sharp as I could a Mora. So just keep that in mind when you pick it up. The still's not the best still. But I think it makes a great budget blade, and that's why it's in the series. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.